I'm joined by one of our hosts and speakers here at Top Drawer. I'm joined by Sonya Barlow. Sonya, you've got a double header up there. So what have you been talking about up there on the stage?
Absolutely, thank you. So the first panel, we spoke about social media strategies, the importance of knowing your customer, knowing your brand value, but most importantly, focusing your efforts on one or two or maximum three really good platforms rather than trying to be a jack of all trades. As a retailer, as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur, you are literally doing everything. You are your PR person, you're your accountant, finance manager, marketing manager, and then you are the CEO going out making sales. So you want to make sure that you are focusing on a strategy that's diversified, but focused enough that you're really leaning into the customers where they are. So it's about listening to your customers, validating their experience through data, and then being nice to yourself and kind to yourself. Say, if I got it wrong, okay, cool, let me try again next time.
And with your title, founder, author and diversity coach, I mean, are any 2 days the same?
No, I absolutely love it. So I'm founder. I have a book that comes out on the 3rd of October called Unprepared to Entrepreneur. I run a radio show on the BBC called The Everyday Hustle. I have 3 businesses. The third one I'm actually launching, so in the process of, which came about 6 weeks ago. I'm LinkedIn's change maker for the year, and I run my own diversity consultancy. I don't like to stop, but as you can tell, I have a lot of energy. So I'm just trying to put energy in buckets where it needs to be. But fundamentally, it's doing 3 things. It's helping people, it's leveling people up, building their own confidence, but most importantly, it's ensuring that the spaces that they're entering are inclusive and so that they're given a chance to thrive. Because as a woman of color, a lot of spaces aren't necessarily made for people that are the other. So that's not to say that anybody who is the other sits in that box. That's to say that we need to democratize the spaces so that everyone can come and everyone can learn and we can all succeed together. So that's basically the work that I try and do.
So in terms of advice, I mean, I'm sure we could sit here for days and days and hear all your helpful tips. But somebody, if they were entering into e-commerce for the first time, what kind of tips would you be giving them?
Yeah, it's such a great question. So one is always understand your why. Why are you entering? What are you trying to get out of it? And how do you think you're going to get there? So those 2 questions. The second, kind of in addition to that, is where is your customer? Where do they sit? I used to think that my customer sat on Facebook, and then it didn't, and then it was just LinkedIn, and turns out it's a mixture between LinkedIn and Instagram. So I don't necessarily put a lot of attention into Twitter. So, it's understanding which social or e-commerce platform your customer sits, what they like, using that data and analytics to bring them into your business. And 3, and I think most importantly, is define your measure of success. We are too quick to compare ourselves to, hey, that company has been doing something and they're smashing it. And you're like, well, they've been around like 17 years, have money, a backing and customers. You've only been around 17 days. It's fine, right? So don't compare yourself to brands that are probably in their ecosystem. Go and learn from them. Think about, hey, they do that really well. How can I replicate that within my own business, but true to my own business, my brand and my value sense? So, being authentic in that approach.
Is it nice to be at an in-person event like Top Drawer?
Oh, it's so nice to be at Top Drawer. And actually, I'm a bit sad that I don't get to see much of it because I'm back-to-back in panels. But equally, it's lovely just being able to engage with people in real life and to get a sense of, you don't understand that because your facial expressions say you don't let me go into it, right? Rather than Zoom calls where you're just still trying to figure out how do you unmute that button.
Brilliant. Sonya Barlow, thank you so much.
Thank you.